Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. We'll let the press, which ought to be interested in watching.
Thank you. Come on, let's go. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Come on, guys, let's go. Right turn around. Thank you. Right here. Right turn around. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, guys. Let's go. Turn around, guys. Let's go.
We have opportunities now to transfer to clean energy in a way that grows thousands of jobs. We just had a recent report that was put out that's showing all of the energy and the employment stats from last year. Clean energy is winning. Fossil fuels losing jobs. We're gaining them every step of the way.
The ocean is a source of climate solutions, and they can help to keep the 1.5 degrees target alive. For example, we need to spur the transition to green shipping. If shipping were a nation, shipping would be the 8th largest emitter in the world. In May, the United States and Norway announced a green shipping challenge for COP27 to help put that sector on a pathway towards full decarbonization, no later than 2050.
If you could, just talk a little about the challenges we have, how the department is really going about trying to curtail this. What's the most effective and efficient way, and what is our path forward?
Yeah. So I will tell you the frustration of the individuals, with the badges on the ground and the holstered firearms is earned. We need to be very clear about that. And our Border Patrol agents, their morale is down, and I understand why.
As we know, inflation has been impacting the cost of nearly everything, and unfortunately, that also includes your 4th of July barbecue this year.
You knew it was going to happen. The American Farm Bureau Federation says it will cost almost $70 to feed 10 guests at your Independence Day cookout. It's about a $10 increase from last year. Beef is behind the biggest price jump. The cost is of about 36% more than last year. Chicken, lemonade, and potato salad also have some of this year's largest price hikes.
The Supreme Court has engaged in the overreaching of its authority in denying the human and civil rights of any pregnant person or person that could become pregnant in the United States of America. They have engaged in overreach, and it is the responsibility of the president and Congress to put the Supreme Court in check because they have delegitimized themselves.
I'm at the maximum, what he claimed, and this is my complete commitment. Second, he told me, according to us, the Saudis can increase a little bit, but 150 or a little bit more, and they don't have huge capacities at this stage, before 6 months' time. The last one.
Congressman, what about that exchange stands out?
Well, number one, it tells you that this idea of going to Saudi or any other country for a bailout on gas prices is not going to happen. The answer is right here in America. We have enough energy to increase capacity. Why did he have to get briefed by the French
president to know that?
Yeah,
he couldn't have texted the prince?
Obviously, the people that are advising him, they've been wrong on everything. They're the people that said, oh, don't worry if you leave in Afghanistan. They've been wrong on everything. They're wrong on energy, but they're just anti-American energy. And so that's why people are paying $5 a gallon. It should be less than $2, and it was less than $2 just a few years ago.
I'm horrified that the president wouldn't know that stuff because, we spend trillions of dollars, it seems like, on intel, and yet what he said was, the Saudis, the UAE, they're maxed out, kind of like our refineries are in this country right now. The president suddenly is surprised by that. He should know before. Why is he going to Saudi Arabia where they're going to say no if we already knew it?
And by the way, what's the carbon footprint of Joe Biden's trip? Air Force One data, they don't have solar panels on the wings. 5,700 miles to go beg a foreign country to do something they're not going to be able to do. They don't have the capacity to do when we've got the energy here, but it's shut down because of Joe Biden's policies. People know that. He should know it, too. He should fire his advisors if they're giving him bad advice. But the problem is he's the one who put these policies in place that have shut off production in America. So he's got to fly Air Force One all over the world, burning jet fuel to beg people to produce oil that they're not going to produce for us.
Yeah, didn't John Kerry say, well, I have to fly privately. I have to do this. When
They want to live by a different set of rules than us, Ainsley.
Right.
Make sure it's eliminated. No more drilling on federal lands. No more drilling, including offshore. No ability for the oil industry to continue to drill, period.
What's happening behind the scenes as far as gas prices are concerned? Or do the Democrats even care about this, or do they just want it to continue to go up so that we all buy electric cars that we can't afford?
Yeah, and they're all on record over the last few years saying they want higher gas prices. Biden, as a candidate, said he wanted to shut down and bankrupt the fossil fuel industry. They don't want to drill in America. That was another quote by Biden as a candidate. You know, we're going to end drilling in America, and he's done it. And now we see the price. Families are paying the price at the pump. It's painful. It's causing not only inflation, but potentially a recession. It's why when you go to the grocery store, you're paying more there, too. It's impacting all of the other prices that people are paying too much for, and there's no reason for it. We can produce more of our own. 2 million barrels more a day we could produce if they just got the federal government out of the way, but they won't.
It's fascinating.